Okay, teen, critical dates, life or death, in retirement. What are these critical dates that we're talking about today, teen?
Well, Norm, even though we are retired, there are some really important dates that everybody needs to know about. If not, you can miss out on the chance of getting money which you should be getting.
So, the first one, CPP.
CPP is you can get this at 60. And there are three ways that you can get this. You can apply online, and this takes about 7 to 10 days, or you can go into your local Service Canada, or you can do the application by mail. Now, this can take up to about 4 months, so we are kind of maybe suggesting if you go down that route that prior to 4 months beforehand, get the application, start filling it in and getting it mailed off, aren't we, Norm?
We are indeed.
Yeah.
So the standard retirement age to draw CPP is 65. You can postpone it and get more money up to 71. But either way, if you want to start receiving it on time, apply early before your age.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we also have OAS. All these things, initials, Old Age Security. And you need to be applying for that 11 months before your 65th birthday to ensure that you get your Old Age Security paid to you in time. So remember, 11 months, mark it on your calendar to apply for your Old Age Security. So that's a relatively easy one.
That is, isn't it? And then the next thing, Norm, is very similar to that. It is called the allowance. And once the other person, so in our case, once Norm was 65 and he had qualified for O.A.S. and G.I.S., the partner can get an allowance. Now, you do have to be between the ages of 60 and 64. So hey, it's there to take. So when your partner's got it, then the other one, apply for the allowance.
So let's just qualify that, teen. So somebody like me, 65, I have to be in receipt of the Old Age Security, and I also have to have qualified for the Guaranteed Income Supplement, G.I.S.
That's correct.
So if you fulfill those characteristics, your partner, who has to be between 60 and 64,
that's me,
will get the allowance.
Now, another thing that is very important and possibly people just sometimes forget is the amount of time you are out of the country can substantially affect the pensions that you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest ones is if you are out of the country for more than 6 months, you will lose your G.I.S. payment. You have to be back in our case in Ontario, and you have to be here to be getting it. So if we leave the country for more than 6 months, that payment will stop, won't it?
Seems so. So another thing about being outside of your home province, we are Ontario residents, so we're talking from an Ontario point of view. But we're allowed to be out of the country for 7 months and still maintain our Ontario health insurance plan. So just be mindful that you, in total, in a calendar year, you cannot be outside of the country for more than 7 months and still qualify for the provincial health plan in Ontario. Now, there is either a one-time or two-time exception. It's complicated, so stick with us. You can apply for a 1-year exemption provided you've been resident in Ontario for the previous 153 days.
This is correct.
That you apply for that, and they will then allow you to be out of the country for 1 year without losing your benefits. your health plan benefits. You can do that twice. Or you can combine the two and be out of the country for 2 years, provided that you were resident before you left for 153 days. It's very complicated, but it is available for you. So if you had to leave the country for a year, then you won't lose your benefits, provided you apply for this exemption.
Before you go. And so then that moves on to, there's a lot of things happen, hey, Norm, when you get to be 65.
We need one of those Filofax things to keep track.
So at 65 in Ontario, you qualify for the drug plan. And basically what it is you pay the first $100 deductible. After you've paid that, all your prescriptions are free. They're covered by the province. So that, especially if you have a lot of medications and things, is an excellent plan, isn't it, Norm?
Yeah, and that's the one thing that automatically came out for me. So we got a letter in the mail from the Ontario Health Plan, and it said that I qualified for that. So if you haven't received that and you're 65, be sure to go and find out why you're not getting it. And it's a really good one.
And actually, Norm, we did find that the first tablets we picked up, they had automatically switched you over. So it's all very automatic, this thing about, they know, like the health system knows when you turn to be 65. It's great.
So the other thing is that if you're in receipt of G.I.S, the Guaranteed Income Supplement, in Ontario, you can apply for a new dental plan that just came out this last year. They made changes to their existing one, and so you can qualify for free medical dental care, provided you're in receipt of Guaranteed Income Supplement.
And I think that is taken, Norm, from your tax return, isn't it?
It is.
So each year you make the tax return, and then those decisions are made from that.
One thing we would like to add to this, because one of our friends years ago worked for the Canada Border Agency, and he was part of that automated program. So he was on the team that developed the automated program that you see at the airport. So you no longer have to fill in that form on the plane in pencil and paper, but you go up to a booth now, don't you? And you answer the questions. Well, to help fund that, what they've done is that they make that data available on all passengers leaving and entering the country, available to Health Canada, to the provinces, and to numerous agencies like the Canada Revenue Agency. So if you think these people don't know whether you're in the country or not, you should be quite careful.
Yeah, because they do know, don't they?
They do. They might not catch you, you know, in the first year, but they will eventually when they do an audit of you.
Yeah, they know whether you are here or whether you're out of the country, don't they?
So be careful with these dates, especially for your Ontario Health Plan.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose those benefits or having to try and requalify for them. So those are our critical dates in retirement.
And that's a lot of very critical information there, Norm.
I know, I'm worn out. I'm going to have to go and have a lie down.
So we hope that everybody has enjoyed listening to all our helpful information.
And that you're staying safe.
And keeping well.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.